Good afternoon. It's my 10th or 11th Apokalypse Check-In. Good afternoon. It's my 10th or 11th Apokalypse Check-In, and this is Dion Barnard. I've just finished making and eating a brunch. That was a burger. I had 1.5 of them. They were amazing. Butter fried buns, covered in a burger sauce with my chili sauce on top of that, with chopped pepper juice on top of that, and then some basil and rocket leaves, covered with a nice hot thick hamburger patty, covered with a cheese slice, covered with a blue cheese sauce that just sort of dripped down the sides, with a giant black mushroom butter fried on top of that cheese sauce, covered with a little more blue cheese sauce, covered, well, not covered, but yes, covered, topped with a soft runny egg, and then the topping, of course, which is the last piece of buttered toasted bun. It was difficult to eat. I mean, we had paper towel. It was just like, it was just paper towel for Africa. But man, was it delicious, but rich. Whew. And I think we're all just like, oh, I think I need to sleep. Yeah, it's day, I don't know, 20 something of the South African lockdown. I am starting to feel it. There are times when it just doesn't feel like anything. It just feels like we're at home and life goes on. There are times where I feel like I'm starting to lose my mind. As an extrovert, I really miss connecting with people, touching people in the face. And just being with people, you know, having a drink at a pub, playing music and singing karaoke and seeing a live audience. You know, a big part of my job is having live audiences, and I get my energy from that. I talk, I do comedy, and I do you know, motivation, and I get response, and that back and forth energy is what keeps me alive. And so this day in, day out, 24 hours a day behind a computer, working behind a computer, gaming behind a computer. Oh man, even doing this, all of this, it's all behind the computer, and it's mad. It's driving me a little bit crazy. This week, I've been working really hard. So our company has reduced our salary by 20%, which is great. We all volunteered happily to go along with that. All of us would rather have jobs than have our company collapse and have no job and be out in the marketplace again. So we're down by 20% on salary, but we're up by at least 20% on workload. We're doing so much at the moment. We're currently launching a thing I'm calling REO TV. It's just been a collaboration between myself and my team. REO's the company I work for, Real Estate Optimization. It's an offshoot of a change management company called Change Logic, and we're creating this idea, this concept called REO TV, and effectively it's a sequence of programming which we're doing on Zoom for our company, which has 7,000-8,000 people in it, and effectively it's a daily schedule and a weekly schedule of programming, and in it are interviews and business collaborations and entertainment stuff and morning fitness and afternoon yoga and midnight karaoke and all sorts of cool things. And so we've set this program up, and I'm effectively just driving this, coordinating it, getting it all together. And I've got my art team doing some serious marketing and branding for this thing. And we launch on Monday. So today's Saturday. I've got one more day of chill before we dive into this mad program. And I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow, it's studies. I'm toward the end of my term with my psych degree, so I've just got to get those studies out the way. So yeah, that's me on the catch-up of Corona lockdown. But today's an interesting day, and I'm going to spend a bit of time talking about something right now. Today is Ask an Atheist Day. And that sounds weird, but atheists are lesser known creatures. You know, they're often entirely misunderstood, and people have strange ideas about what atheists are. I'm an atheist, and I have been for a good 10 years now. And I've had a lot of questions over these 10 years about why I'm an atheist, or questions about why I think the way I do, or why I believe what I do, which is already a problematic question. And I'm going to answer some of those questions. So if you feel like you can handle listening to me about atheism, feel free to hang around. If you feel like it's going to be a little offensive or unsettling, feel free to log off at this point. I still love you. I'll catch you for the next check-in. Cheers.